Hello Magic players, it's Corn Time 60, time for more Dominaria United Draft. I did see there was a Phantom Sealed event, but I don't get to keep the cards from that, so whatever. Draft is also kind of cooler. Here we go. I'm thinking about ditching Ziatora soon. I'm getting sick of looking at all this pointiness, which is crazy for me to say. I mean, Wayne Reynolds is my favorite Magic artist, and he makes everything pointy. J Bigelow 90, that's kind of funny. Threats undetected. And let's see if anyone has funny names. Rafael Gomez. I read Gomes at first, but then realized it was Gomez. Notable Taper. That's wonderful. Mystic Boon. Mystic Boon. Wow, I'm fucking stupid. Mystic Boon. MTGA fan. Pretty great one there. Blue Nomad and Hadrian J. I think my favorite is Notable Taper. Tapier. Or MTGA fan. I can't believe I mispronounced that. Yeah, I'm gonna get Threats Undetected. Not a lot of white cards in this pack. I apologize about that beeping outside. I don't know what that is, if it's like a garbage truck or what, but they're beeping. They sure are beeping. I'm betting it's going to show up in the video. This is not a very well insulated room. I think Citizen's Arrest is in order. Scout the Wilderness could also be good. Molten Monstrosity, sure, but I have learned that forcing white is the way to go, and now I have a green-white card to back up this decision. I do hope the beeping doesn't ruin this video. Hey, it stopped. Let's hope it stays. What the heck are they doing? This is what I get for living in the city. Alright, Argivian Phalanx is pretty good. Herbalist is pretty good. Deathbloom Gardener is pretty good. We're gonna go with the rare legend, though. That's not actually a Griffin Protector. I don't know why this is a glitch. I don't know why this is a glitch that happens. Leaf Crown Visionary. If I do get enough elves, that would be good, but Root Walla, 4 mana for +2/+2 is not great. I think I'll grab a Griffin Protector, which is my first Griffin Protector. Remember, one of those is a 5-drop 4/4 that I don't remember what it does. I wish I could check right now, but this thing is glitchy, so anyway. I do like Faith Bonder, honestly. Bite Down is pretty good, but Faith Bonder's also pretty good. Bog Badger is just a 3-drop 3/3. Oh man, this video is going to be ruined because of all that beeping. Hopefully it just doesn't show up in it. Or like stops by the end of the drafting at least. The Herbalist. Scry 4, then you may reveal the top. If a Planeswalker is revealed this way, put it in your hand. You may put Planeswalker, activate Planeswalker abilities. Well, that's just about useless and limited, isn't it? I keep thinking that it stopped because it stops for a moment. I was right back to it, though. Oh, that's a 3-drop? That card's even better than I thought it was. Let's grab Clockwork Bridge. Keep in mind this is a 5/5. Oh, I hate that. Alright, If I did want to splash a third color, I still think Meteorite's the right pick here. Take up the shield for sure. Scout the Wilderness is pretty good. Another Herbalist. I will actually grab the axe. Probably won't run it, but I'll grab it. This beeping is gonna drive me crazy! Looks like I could be splashing black, actually. But another Citizen's Arrest might be better. Just more straight-up removal. Seems good. Alright. I wish they would fix this glitch where it gives you the wrong card. Because it is actually kind of a problem if you were to forget about it, you know? Cool background, though. Cool background art. Let's see more of it. There we go. Since I discovered this view, because I didn't know about this view until I watched a YouTuber, and I was like, wait, what did they do? How does it look like this? Pack 2, pick 2. Pick blue? Nah. Bulwark is pretty good. Tortoise is pretty good. I think a third Citizen's Arrest is just the way to go, though. Like, removal is removal, you know? Anointed Peacekeeper? I mean, is that really a thought process? Yeah, if I did want to splash black, though, Necromass, Stronghold Arena is pretty solid. I already have 2 Herbalists and 1 Scout the Wilderness, so let's pretend we're splashing black, huh? Another? That's kind of absurd at that point. Oblivion Ring Tribal? Nine creatures. Only 4 more slots. Splashing black does allow me to run that. And that. Solid creatures. Could even cut green. I know I have that 5-drop. I am kind of in green for threats undetected, but it's not the strongest ever. And Citizen's Arrest is the right card art for this. Yeah, I'll get the Tattered Apparition. So that is only 4 green cards, really. Badgers? We don't need no stinking badgers. Oh, this beeping isn't getting further away or closer, which makes me think that, like, someone's out there just beeping while not actually moving. If I live next to a warehouse or something, it would make sense. But I don't. So, like, someone's just beeping for no reason. Alright. How do I get in the sideboard? Danatha. I will take Danatha, honestly. What other zombies you control with Vigilant? Another legendary. Actually, have 1, 2, 3 legendaries. It's also just a 4-drop 3/3 Vigilance Ward, too. Do I have any other zombies? It's not a zombie, that's a spirit. That's a shade. Writhing Necromass. I have 1 zombie. Let's get it. If I splash green, that thing is a 5-mana 6/6. Oy vey. Yeah, in case I decide to. Let's grab the land. Extinguish the light. I think this is the finished build, honestly. I think this is it. Destroy Evil's probably worth running. Oblivion Cavalier might also be worth running. Is it because he's an orc he makes that weird noise? Probably not gonna run that. Although I could. That sounded like a cow. That's supposed to be a Hellion, but it smelled. It sounded like a cow. 13 creatures. I might want to be running more creatures, honestly. Although, like, the high end of the deck is pretty full of creatures. The whole thing seems kind of full of creatures to me. Alright, and I'm going to pause before I do the deck building and go see what all this beeping is about. Alright, hold on. Okay, I'm back. That was probably like half an hour. I think the beeping just started back up. Alright, forget about it. We can have beeping in the background. I think right now I only have 2 cards that want for green mana. I'll have to throw him in. Get 1 forest. Zar Ojanen. 3 sources for it. I don't know if that's worth it. I will throw in Radiant Grove. Probably not Crystal Grotto. Well, I'll run Crystal Grotto. Why not? It does also scry. So we do have 4 legends. 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, how are my creatures? Yeah, I mean... Doesn't look like enough creatures. 13? That's a little rough. Let's try that. We have a few green kickers. That's the new braids, huh? Toasted Arts. I only really need one swamp, so this is okay. Not ideal. That counterspell hit pretty hard. Let's go with Aaron. I could get that with Prayer Binding, but it's probably not worth it. It has Flash, so... Well, that is not worth targeting. But it may get something that is worth targeting. Like the mill wall. He did not swing, okay. So, take the Vine Shaper. I mean, he can buff both of those and swing for 6. Impede Momentum, that's pretty good. Slows me down for sure. Academy Wall. Let's kill that before it gets a chance to do anything. And Necromass. Do still have more removal available. Maybe I should have used Take Up the Shield right then to gain the 6, but I don't know. Oh, yeah, I guess I should have. There goes that. That is 3 damage. Something useful. Herbalist? Actually does kind of count as something useful. Not the most useful, sure, but useful. Another Gem of the Fountain. Huh. Kill both your things. Do you have another answer? I think Battle Rage Blessing on... Well, Aaron's my good luck charm, so I think I'm going to do well this draft. I got about an hour, hour and a half before I even have to start to think about going to sleep, so... Very nice, very nice. Jukai Naturalist. Sometimes I think it gives me cards I already have 4 of, and that confuses me. Why show me a card I already have? Months behind. Yeah, I'll keep this. I won't be wanting another land here. I think I have plenty. Was it just to gain the 2? Yep. I could swing with him, make him a 3, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I'd rather just drop the Apparition for now. If you do draw a card. That guy's way too strong to let live for much longer. Yeah, that thing's fucking broken. Sure, I could start getting my card advantage off Arena, but... if he doesn't hit a land off of digging 5 cards deep, then I don't know what he's doing. Okay. I was gonna say, he must have hit a land. Wrath is broken. I did not realize how insanely powerful that is. Really? I want it dead. I could cast it with both kickers, couldn't I? And gain 6. See if this pays off. Yes, please. Let me get some card advantage, because Lord knows my opponent has plenty of it. Danitha's decent. I only have so many expensive cards, and I happen to hit a 5-drop off it. Okay. Opponent, you should not have to think this hard when you have Wrath out. And Knight of Dawn's Light. You have 2 very powerful cards out. Geyser, tap, draw a bunch of cards, yep. Draw more cards than you even need. Faithbonder. let's get rid of that already, because it's really getting old. Okay, well the last guy had 2 Djinn of the Fountain, and it didn't actually save him, so... there's still yet hope. What does this all do? Buff, exile... it's buff, blink, or scry 1. Alright. Coral Colony, okay. I'll take 4. Nothing I can do about it. Do I want to take away his Djinn here, or the Knight? I can afford to take away the Djinn. Does he have a 1-drop? Let's hope not. So he was gonna shore up anything I targeted. Now I can't afford to attack, so... actually, I can't afford to attack with him if I tap Danitha. But I don't really want to do that, do I? Maybe I do. Swing with a 6/4. Oh, dang it. I didn't think about this not tapping for white. Alright. Time to eat some damage. He's holding back Djinn. Which means he probably has something to buff it with. Play my own Griffin Protector. Let's keep swinging with him. Oh shit, he has the double pump. I'm an idiot. Didn't think about the double pump. I even know what the card does. I know it's really strong, but... oh well. Too late now. Yeah, no blocks. That can trade with Danitha, too. Well... I don't really want to trade Danitha with the Knight. Now, Ellis Ilkor is gonna help. Probably use the buff. Scry, okay. Well, that's gonna hit really hard. I'm about to take a ton of damage. And that was a pretty deadly misplay there. Okay, well, I would have taken the 9, so I'm glad he didn't do things that way. It does still gain me 4 life. Still might want to hold back the Battle Rage Blessing, actually. Another Griffin Protector, sure. Pretty decent. He can get in for 3, and I don't really mind him getting in for 3. Since I gain 4 a turn right now, that actually doesn't matter, like, at all. Ooh, Extinguish is really good. Ooh, okay. Let's be conservative with this. Take it nice and easy. Okay. Just thinking about it. Really? That's a neat way to play it. It's time for a fucking slaughter. Oh, he's done! Lost the Jinn and he's already done. Man, I lost a lot in that game and I was still playing. Why you give up so quick? Come on now. You still had a good board state. Alright. Made a terrible misplay and somehow didn't get punished for it. That frickin', I will keep this. It's a little scary, though, because I have to draw land. And, like, specifically a plains, really. Oh, swamp. Well, not ideal, but it's something. As long as I hit a plains, I'm in this game. Not a plains. Alright. Ratadrabic. Now a plains would be great. Otherwise, the opponent's just gonna keep getting in. Out of Dusk Shadow. I can't gain life. No blocks. Sheesh. Alright. Now, it's time to find out how Splatter Goblin works with indestructibility. It sucks. This is a really shitty way to find it out. Especially because, like, if this doesn't work, I just wasted a card. If it does work, then I'm good. Because his toughness should still be... Yeah, okay. Good, good. It works how I think it does. Even though he's taken enough damage, his toughness is still 1. So he doesn't die to state-based action. It's pretty good. Well, if I don't draw creatures, though, I am dead very quickly. This was not a keep. I should not have kept this hand. That's what I am learning. Oh, he's thinking real hard. I wonder why. Sporadic Penguin. Oh, weird name. This big machine over here looks like it should do... Oh! Yeah, I thought it looked like it should do something. That's cool. Play the Argivian Cavalier. Now, did the opponent time out just to fuck with my head, or what? Or did they really just leave? Because that would not make sense at all. Oh, I'm completely 100% winning this game, so let me just leave. That is a pretty sporadic way to act, Mr. Sporadic Penguin. See if this does it with one click. No. There it is. No attacks, because if the opponent's not actually here, then I just win anyways. What even is happening here? Is it this robot over in the corner? It's my new superpower. I do like the idea of, like, these war machines that fought this war years and years ago are just dotting the landscape. Alright, well, there's no way I should have won that game. What even was that? Alright, I gotta be honest, that's not good content. Dude, just not even there. Just not even there. I did not deserve that win. I did not earn that win. Alright, back to it. Jack Lionheart, the 14th best Magic player in the world. Why me? I guess I'll keep this. Herbalist, 3 removal spells, and 1 combat trick. Excuse me. 4 removal spells and 1 combat trick. Yeah, I was gonna say, Herbalist has to live for this to work. Mills 3 incredibly strong cards. I will take the plains, thank you. Since it's my only creature in play right now, I kind of want to defend it. Get rid of that. I will take a swamp. I will take Danatha. And I'll take this trade if he wants it. Terra Sunder. Decent. So he wants to trade there. Yeah. That makes sense. Let's play the Apparition. And he has 1, 2, 3, 4, so he can get that thing back for 4 mana. That's pretty easy. Territorial Morrow. Well, there's a new target. If ever I seen one. I'm ahead on life totals, so I think I keep hitting back. Let's play Danatha. Still have 2 removal spells and a Griffin Protector. Rona's Vortex. That's one way to get rid of it. Pump, swing for 7. It's pretty good. Okay, so let's hold this back. Since 1 pump is enough to get it to kill the Green Widow. he did not pump. Unfortunate for me. Creatures does he have? He can get Tadiova back. Oh shit. If he gets Tadiova back, I have to kill that right away. Before he even plays a single land. Kill that. Kill it immediately. Don't even give it one turn. I can pump that 4 times, so he could hit me for 6. I don't think he's gonna do that, though. Probably gonna get something back. Now, this can gain me 3 life if I kill Knight with it. Not kicked. That's a choice. Alright. 1, 2, 3. So I can kick this and gain 3 and sit back. Or I can hold up Extinguish. I have to just hold up Extinguish instead, actually. And unless he plays Tadiova, I'm gonna Extinguish the Knight, I think. Oh no, I guess that's probably worth killing. Honestly, the Knight still might be worth hitting more. So, he has to make some choices here. Rootwalla is pretty good. Scry. Aaron is pretty good because it has Ye Old Menace. Yeah. Cast with Kicker White, cast with Kicker Green. Let's gain some life. Oh, how the turntables. Let's trade. And now let's sit around and not be able to swing. Play Aaron. Still can't attack. Although next turn I might be able to. Oh fuck, Tadiova is coming down. That's GG, honestly. Like, he gets as many 3/3s as he wants, I'm dead. A 3/3 a turn? Come on. And Root Wall, alright. I think I have to be a little cautious here. Oh, if I could draw my Urborg Repossession, Micromancer for another Urborg Repossession, that would just be fucking broken. Or Rona's Vortex. Also pretty broken. Yeah. Digs 5 and gets a card. Why am I up against a Mythic player when I'm barely in Platinum, though? Like, how does the matchmaking end up doing that? Is it because my last game was a free win that this one gets to be a free loss? Yeah. GG. Even if I'm not actually dead next turn, which might not even be true, I'm dead pretty quick. Alright, well, first loss against the 14th best Magic player on MTG Arena. Oh well. And he was playing 5 colors. He just did like 5 color legends. Probably picks lands first. Ooh. Yeah, I'll keep it. Faith Bonder. Very nice. Glowstone Kavu. One blocker removed. Well, that's pretty good. Let's play Ratadrabic, though. Get down some creatures. That burns me a bit. Well, because I can double block and kill that. And he knows it too. Alright. Oh, that is red. Costs red mana. If I kick that, that'll give me some much needed life total boost. He only has 1 mana to buff it, so... He swings, I think I double block, because Ilkor dying doesn't actually hurt me, unless Ratadrabic is already dead. And now he kills Ratadrabic, right? Yeah. Get him, little faith bonder. Get him. That is a 2/2. Iconoclast. Could take away the Iconoclast. You want a double block? Apparently you do. It's pretty good. Let's get rid of it. I guess I will. Ooh, no, that's gonna punch me for 4. Let's bottom it. I'll punch me for 3, but it's kind of better. If he plays a flyer, I'm gonna feel very stupid. Yavimaya Sojourner. That's pretty good. Now let's just throw down Prayer Binding. Oh, I hate that card. He doesn't have Swamp, but he sure is close. Name a card. What's a card he would have? Tadiova? Tadiova, Yavimawa Sojourner. I don't know Tadiova's full name. Like, I actually don't know Tadiova's full name. Must be Steward of Tides, right? There, he played a flyer and made me feel stupid. I mean, that's a choice. Maria, okay. Let's make you a 4/3 and you a 3/2, or do I just swing with that and that? Herbalist. He does get to stack the top of his deck every turn. Dig through his top 4 and pick the best one. Elfhame Worm definitely qualifies as one of those best ones. Ah, shit. Danitha's gonna punch me for 5, but might be worth it. Yeah. I'm also assuming I get through. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. I have exactly lethal if he doesn't have anything good. Ruluk Mons counts as something good. Alright, make both of those 3 and swing with a 1/1. Let me think. Make that 3 using Herbalist, and make that 3 using a token. Yeah, I think that's right. For Igivian Cavalier to enlist. For Faith Bonder to. I mean... this could kill me, but I doubt it. GG! Alright, we got there. That was a pretty fun game. After a free win and a free loss, we got an actual game. Well, I guess the game against whatever number 14 player, whatever his name was, it's kind of a real game. But, I don't know. Those people, I feel like they have infinite resources on here and can just draft as much as they want. You know, if you have like 80,000 gems, it's not really fair, because you can just draft as much as you want, and like, if you draft a bad deck, you can just quit out and start a new draft. But people like me, we can't do that. Let's get rid of that. It is enough of a problem, even as a 2-drop, that I don't have a problem getting rid of it. Knight of Dawn's Light. Also, potentially problematic card. Opponent is stuck on land, though. That's a good sign. If you're gonna attack, you should do it before playing cards. I can't block as long as you have mana up. Yeah. Alright, we're going real slow. You know what this reminds me of is like the synths in Fallout 4. That's what that reminds me of. That's pretty good. Let's play Faith Bonder. I don't have the Stronghold Blessing. I kind of took it for granted that whenever I hit my opponent, I get card advantage. But that's not actually how this game works. That's just the effect of a card. Anyway, opponent has a full clutch of cards. I have a 1/3 Vigilance and 2 removal spells. Splatter Goblin's okay. Now, it will prevent me from getting in for 1 damage right now. Alright. And what now? They seem like they're stuck on lands. They could be stuck on colors. Could be they're running 5 colors and just primarily white. No blocks. Get out of here. I'll take 2. Mind Rot would hit so hard here. Really hope he doesn't have that. Whatever else he has, whatever, but I have 2 very good removal spells I would like to use at some point. Runic Shot, okay. Can't kick it, but that's still pretty good. Braid's Frightful Return. Turn target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. What does he get? What does he have? Knight or Sleeper? Sleeper, sure. I may sacrifice a non-land, non-token permanent. I'm not going to do that. I think we're going to end up with an empty board here. Grotto for the Scry. Let's bottom that since I don't have any creatures to cast it on. Alright, so now all I have left is 2 removal spells. Opponent has 5 cards left. Get rid of the Warhorse. I do have a 2/2 with Death Touch. Not the worst. I don't know what the ideal top deck here is. Radadrabic, maybe? No blocks. Feel like trading? Didn't think so. Yeah. I don't think there's anything in those colors that'll give something hexproof. Honestly, getting hit for 3 a turn is not a big a deal as the Knight of Dawn's Light. Oh shit. That's fucking nuts. Alright. Guess I could have gained 1 more life. Oh well. Marky Dangerface. That's kind of a funny name. Alright. Singular Connoisseur is pretty good. Let's hold on to this Plains and pretend like I have something. I wish this had like 4 tap Scry 1 or something. But then it wouldn't be a common, would it? It'd probably be an uncommon at least. Elduvan Atrocity. What's he gonna get back? Sleeper? Or Splatter? Or Knight? That's it? Do I play around the Death Touch thing? I don't think I can. I don't think I can afford to. If he has it, I'm just fucked. Right? He has it. Fuck! So I should have played around it. That's a hateful thing. He wiped my board. Shouldn't have risked it. Should have just blocked with the 1/1 or not blocked at all. Although, that would have meant when I attacked next turn, he would have blocked with Balduvan Atrocity and used it on that. Still would have saved me from like 1 damage. What do I want to draw here? I honestly don't know. I mean, I can't block, so yeah, I'll take all the damage. Oh, am I actually dead now? I think I'm dead now, yeah. Sheesh. Alright. Well, he got me. Fair and square. I made a terrible misplay, but I don't think it would have actually changed the outcome of the game, and I got pause. Back to it. Hour 15 into this, huh? I don't really see what I could change about this. Now, let's try it like that. As long as I'm at 2 losses, may as well try some stupid shit. Is that bad logic? I'm kind of playing for fun at this point. I've kind of been playing for fun the whole time, but I do also make an effort to win. Kim Joshu. Sure. Got some cards. Not all castable, really, but really only 2 castable. I guess this is castable, just not kickable. Play this first. I would have bottomed a swamp, I think. Two-drop 2/2 Death Touch on its own is kind of good enough. I'd love to curve out with the Legends. That'd be pretty fun. Probably not gonna happen, but it would be fun. Oh, is it time for removal? Relic of Legends. That does not hit artifacts. Okay, so Grotto. Plains I'll take. Any other land gets bottomed. Yep, so Herbalist it is. Ah, okay. That's what I call a target. Is he gonna tail swipe? That kind of hurts. I'll bottom the Cavalier. He's not ideal here. Like, he's pretty good, I guess, but... Rager is pretty good. Play Aaron. Out of water, it's just ice now. Alright. Okay, that's pretty good. Swing, if he double blocks, I'll kill one of them, and then I can Urborg Repossession to get back 2 things. Probably the 2 Legends. I'll probably get 2 things back either way, honestly. Does he have a spell? Actually, honestly, I can just take 2. Play it without any kicker. Please be a land. Ratadrabic is not a land. Sheesh. Alright, we'll pass. Have to hope he plays something worth killing with Destroy Evil. Ideally, he plays like an enchantment removal spell. Holy fuck.
Why resist us? Phyrexia offers purpose for all.
If he does the +1 counters, holy shit. Creature or planeswalker. If he pluses, I have a chance. The minus, though. That's actually not that bad. If this resolves and I can kill that and then just swing and kill a Johnny, then all he has is a 3/3. It's kind of not that big a deal, actually. Let's kill a Johnny. Hopefully. Johnny's dead. Very nice. Let's play Ratadrabic. I will take 3. Vortuck Bone Rattle. Oh, he does not hit Planeswalkers, thank God, but Rulik Mons. Oh no, he can't hit Rulik Mons. Alright, well, Rager then. Take up your shield. Let us kick this. And get both those back. And gain 2. Pretty good. Opponent is scrambling. Look at him scrambling. He sure is a good scrambler. I can afford to take 3, so I'm not going to risk Ratadrabic on that. Huh? No blocks. Tolarian Terror. How much ward is that, anyway? That's ward 2, so I'll go ahead and Prayer of Binding that. Yes. And pay for ward. Should put him down to 1. Well, if I play Ellis Ilkor, then he can no longer kill my creatures. It's probably the best way to go. Like, probably play Illis Ilkor. Okay, he has the mana for that. Alright, so start with Citizen's Arrest, and then Illis Ilkor. GG, alright. Hey, we won! Even running dumb green cards that I didn't even get. Very cool, very cool. Oh, I'm done winning prizes for the day, though. Oh, are we mono white now? I don't think this deck can actually swing that. I might draw black and green cards. Like, I might draw black cards for the rest of the game. Herbalist and Cavalier is a nice little scry combo, though. Guess I'll try it. That's what I'm scared of, is like drawing black cards but no black mana. Oh, well then. Let's play Illis Ilkor. Removal? Question mark? If it's a land, it goes to the bottom. Citizen's Arrest can stay on top. Stall for time, okay. I was wondering why he was stopped at a time like that. Does he attack? No, he doesn't dare. Alright, could put a +1 counter on the Cavalier and swing with it and buff it. Feel like double blocking and losing both your flyers? I didn't think so. This is like the soul sister of soul sisters. Oh, tap down Cavalier. Okay. It is Ward 2, right? Yes. Alright, Citizen's Arrest. Hit you for another 5. Another one. Alright. That's pretty good. If he's real smart and swings out, I don't think he's gonna be that dumb. Oh, is he gonna kill Aaron? That would get in the way of my plans. Pretty substantially, actually. Alright, what you got, Aruma? Is he doing mathematics? Is that what's happening here? Because I have not done the math. I'm just doing what seems optimum. And I think I can kill him next turn. I could be wrong. He must have been doing the math. If he blocks that, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly 10. Kicked stall for time. He did kick it, right? I think he did, so... Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's enlist, I think, and swing out. And if he blocks that, he goes down to like 1. Alright, goes down to 2. If he has what he needs to kill me, then I'm dead. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If he has what he needs... Oh, he doesn't, though. He can only hit me for 6. So he figured, oh, well, may as well swing out, then. I get it, I get it. May as well swing out if I'm dead anyways. We all have that moment sometimes, don't we? A lot of times I'll do it, and it's like, well, maybe they'll forget to block, right? Like, that's literally my logic, is like, well, if I swing out and they forget to block, then I'll win. Although that wouldn't have worked in that situation. Sheesh. Yeah, I'll keep this. Zaro Janin may be worthless. We'll see. Of Ifrava. I remember Jedit Ojanin of Ifrava. It's like a 6-mana, 6/6 cat, I think, that, like, when it attacks or something, it gives you a bunch of 1/1s, maybe? I don't remember what exactly Jedit Ojanin of Ifrava did, but Zar Ojanin, scion of Ifrava, must be a relative, huh? Let's see what they got. Miasma doesn't actually hit very hard here. Runic Shot might. And Micromancer, he doesn't have the blue for it right now. Makes it cost 2 more. So as long as I'm smart enough not to tap Anointed Peacekeeper to Benelish Faith Bonder. Island, yep, figured. All my creatures do dodge the infest, which is kind of nice. Cut down. That's pretty good. Bye-bye Griffin Protector, eh? Alright, are we doing this thing or not? A bombster? A bomb star? Is that how I'm supposed to read that? A bomb star? Don't know that I'm gonna get the green mana to cast that with the kicker, so... Okay. Oh, he had his own Zaro Janin. Pretty cool. Oh, he let it get in. If he gets a mountain, Zaro Janin's a problem. Whether or not he gets a mountain, Bortuk is a problem. Dead card. I shouldn't have tried to splash these, but oh well. But if he infests, I lose the Protector, huh? Let's play around the infest. Can't play around the Bortuk. Bortuk is coming down and getting back the Micromancer. Yep. I just realized how bad Zaro Janin is in this deck if it's usually only 2 creature types. I mean 2 land types. It's kind of awful. Tail Swipe. Ouch. I think I might be dead here. I do have another Cavalier, so I can hit for 4 in the air again. No, I can't. He's gonna Tail Swipe. Or Runic Shot. Or both, honestly. Dude's got so much good removal. And he kept both on top. Blah. Because all he has to do is tail swipe something. No blocks. Citizen's Arrest would be great, thank you. Thing just dies to tail swipe though. I'll play it. I know it just gets hit by tail swipe, but I still think this is the right play. Geyser, okay. Not even the tail swipe. At least not yet. Yeah. I'm not doing so great. Citizen's Arrest almost doesn't even matter at this point. Yeah, he just tail swipes with Bone Rattle. GG. I don't really see how I can get out of that. Since I didn't have the mana to cast multiple spells the next turn. Yeah, oh well, that's okay. I still had fun. I shouldn't have done it where I added those green cards at the end. That was a little silly of me. But oh well. It can't have hurt me too bad, you know what I mean? Alright. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly have been enjoying drafting this set. It is a lot of fun, especially compared to Baldur's Gate, which was a lot of boring. Anyway, peace out, y'all.